Line meets, Kubota of Monroe, and Ouachita Valley Federal Credit Union.
Hey, come one, come all. Welcome to the semifinal edition of Football Friday Night right here at NBC 10. Got Jesse Davis and Dominique Williams with us. Obviously a very, very big week of football, obviously, as the semifinal round is underway. And, of course, hopefully some of these teams hoping to make a Superdome appearance. The Caesar Superdome appearance. No longer the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, the Caesar Superdome appearance in New Orleans in a couple of weeks. So, Jesse, take it away.
All right, line was lined up for this Neville versus Warren Easton game, number 2 versus the number 3 seed. First possession of the game, Warren Easton with the ball. Give it to the running back. He is pushing people off of him for a gain of 36 on that play. Next play, they give it to the speedster. This time, he bursts up the middle. He goes around left side of that field, and he's in for the first touchdown of the game. Eagles are up 7-0 early, smelling that Superdome. But here come the Tigers. Here's the running back. He is going to burst up the middle. He is going to get around to the left side of the field, and before he's finally pushed out for a gain of 29 on that play. And guess who it is? It's Mr. A.J. Allen in for the 6. The score is tied 7-7. At that point, fans were feeling it. Warren Easton with the ball. This time, quarterback is going to get sacked by the defensive lineman, Kendrick January, with the big sack on that play. Neville would get the ball back on next possession. They'll settle for a field goal to take the lead 10-7 at that point. Still early in the first. This time, Warren Easton with the ball again. The quarterback is going to give it to the running back. That defense for Neville was all over it. Quarterback is going to option it to his running back this time. Gets around to the left side of that field. This time, he picks up some tough 13 yards. Warren Easton, once again, quarterback is going to keep her. I'm trying to keep it myself, and he's going to make a little move to the left side of that field for a gain of 16. Warren Easton still moving. This time they push it in for the touchdown. Warren Easton was up 13-10 at that point. Neville with the ball again. It's wide open up the middle. Touchdown. This game was literally going back and forth in the first half. Neville would retake the lead at that point, 17-13. Looking about a minute before halftime, this time, Eagles are going to go deep down the field. We have to put that in slow motion because he caught a body in for the touchdown before the half. And they would go for 2 points this time. And guess what? He caught another body. Warren Easton will go on and win and advance to the dome 45-17.
All right, over to number 1, Sterlington High Panthers taking on number 5, Church Point Bears. Both teams coming into tonight's matchup 13-0 on the season. Spoiler alert, it's not Church Point's year as the student section had all the school spirit for tonight's semi-playoffs. Let's get straight to the game in the first quarter. 11-11, make a wish as Panthers with possession.
Should the video playing. As a matter of fact, we can talk about the Sterlington game for just a second. What was the final score that wound up being?
Final score was actually 38-0.
And well, we'll try to get that video issue worked out during the commercial break. But Sterlington, I mean, came a long way. I mean, number 1 seed. Everyone thought before the year started they were young. They were talking about, can they do what they did years past? Dodie and Jason Thompson. And I think they proved themselves.
They did prove a lot of people wrong with a lot of seniors that graduated this upcoming past year, and they proved a lot of people wrong.
It looks like they had a video working again.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so spoiler alert, it's not Church Point's year as the student section had all the energy with all the school spirit for tonight's matchup in the semi-playoffs. Let's get straight to the first quarter. 11-11 with first possession on their score. QB on the run. Actually, you find him down sideline. Before he gets pushed out, he'll find himself on the 40-yard line. Next possession, Panthers on the drive. QB will actually hand off to running back Miller, and he will find himself into the end zone. Panthers will get up here 7-0. All right, next play. Church Point with ball, hands over to the running back, and he actually gets brought down inside defensive by the Panthers. Then Church Point will actually running back for the keys, but he'll get sacked there by number 90 there on the defensive stop. Panthers holding Church Point back, not letting them score at all tonight. Panthers back with possession. He'll actually throw long, and it's caught there by receiver there, number 9, and he'll actually run all the way, taking it to the house. Panthers actually get up here 17-0. On to the next. Panthers will actually get the extra point attempt. It will be good. Yeah, Panthers up now. Panthers territory. Panthers actually up now 24-0 in the second quarter. Funny here, 6:42 left. Church Point back with the ball. Hands off to his receiver, and he'll actually throw fake, and it's an incomplete pass there. Church Point back with the ball, still trying to find their way to get past the 50-yard line to get into scoring position, but runs out of bounds here. Church Point back with the ball. QB on the snap, hands off to a running back, and you already know he tries to jump over the defense, but Panther territory was not letting him get nowhere near. Panther is back with possession, and there you go. He will run his way in for the final touchdown that was scored of the night, and they actually run away with the game, 38-0 the final.
All right, more football straight ahead. The semifinal edition of Football Friday Night. There's more highlights straight ahead. We're watching FFN on Channel 10.
Sponsored by Randall's Fine Meats, Kubota of Monroe, and Washita Valley Federal Credit Union.
More exciting FFN action. This is Union Parish taking on St. Martinville in the Class 3 semis. If Union wins, they meet Sterlington in the championship game. Pretty intense rivalry there, it sounds like. All right, by the way, they're playing this game over in Acadiana. Former strike their star Trey Holly going early, but he couldn't. But there he is right there with a touchdown. Actually getting St. Martinville on top of their feet in terms of defense. There's Trey Holly again. He burst through a hole. And see you later. Perhaps he's still on a run. Running back to Farmville. Union Parish up 2 touchdowns early in the contest, 16-0 to be exact. Are on the ensuing kickoff. Ari Broussard, who's been stellar all season long for the Tigers, breaks a few tackles. He is in the end zone. St. Martinville gets on the board, but the 2-point conversion no good. 16-6 forwards. And check this out. Union Parish will respond. Nice little hurdle from Trey Holly. How about that? Jesse, did you teach him that?
I did.
You didn't? Yeah, no, you didn't. No, you never did. All right, either way, Union Parish, or I should say St. Martinville back in offense. They, too, would reach the end zone. It'd be a tit-for-tat kind of game. But either way, it'd be Union Parish. They won 45-20. They're going to beat Sterlington in a Class 3 championship game.
Guess how many touchdowns Trey Holly had today?
How many?
6.
Jeez.
6 touchdowns today, so shout out to my man.
Yeah.
Jonesboro Hodge looking to get in that championship game in the Dome. They're going to quarterback. They actually got the touchdown early in this game. Jonesboro Hodge will actually be up early. 13-7 still in the lead. Middle of the second, Jalen Robinson, quarterback keeper for 6, tied at 13 seconds before halftime. A meet in full control now. This time he will go all the way. Sorry about that. The quarterback for the keeper looking for a little move, wiggle move, and he gets his way up the middle with the quarterback keeper. They will go all the way 21-13 at that point. A beat again with the ball. Warriors looking over the middle, finds his receiver. He's just handing him off with one hand. Stiff arm and people is too easy. He's just going through people. Looked like me back in my days.
No.
A meet would actually go ahead and win this ball game, 35-26 to end Jonesboro Hodges' season.
I like Jonesboro Hodge. They were cool.
And very, very impressive run. Jesse acts like we don't have video of him playing football at Richwood.
Oh, run the tape.
A lot of bench point right there. All right, coming up, more football right here at FFN. You're watching NBC 10.
Friday night. Sponsored by Randall's Fine Meats, Kubota of Monroe, and Washita Valley Federal Credit Union.
All right, welcome back. Football Friday night right here at NBC 10. Before we talk about more football tomorrow, Jesse, Dominique, just a little midway thoughts so far, something that caught your eye?
It's going to be something that everybody in the city is talking about. The matchup next week, Union versus Sterlington.
Oh, my
Lord. I
Lord.
got Union Parish because my dog.
Well, it'll be a tightly contest between Union Parish and Sterlington. I mean, both teams are really, really good, and so evenly matched. Be a really, really fun championship game. Joe Spatafor, Lee Doty. Everyone puts so much thought. I was talking to Coach Doty earlier this season. Everyone puts so much thought in Joe Spatafor, Lee Doty. They're two good friends. They're friends. And it's not about them. It's about the kids. It'll be fun next week in New Orleans. I mean, it'll be, especially for both those rivalries, both those towns, Marvel and Sterlington in Class 5.
Towns at that.
Exactly. Very passionate towns when it comes to football. Dominique, what caught your attention this week?
Who?
Dominique, what caught your attention this week?
Oh, what caught my attention this week? Sorry, I don't know. It's kind of hard understanding your accent sometimes. Definitely the game today, Sterlington. I really thought Sterlington and Church Point was going to be a good matchup, but for them to run away offensively, like from the start of the game, first minute and a half, it was like they scored, and the next thing you know, it was like 24-0 in the first half. So that caught my attention.
Yeah, honestly, I got to go with Neville. Going into that game, we all realized it'd be interesting to see how the game would turn out. And we saw a lot of speed from Warren Easton. And Neville did as hard as they could. They tried as hard as they could, especially defensively in the first half. But unfortunately, the run did end for Neville this evening as Warren Easton does go on to play for the championship in Class 4. I believe did Carl go on to win that game?
We can't do an update.
Hey, we'll do an update. But before we'll do an update. Before you talk El Dorado, they do play for a championship tomorrow. The race for championship number 10 is on. Wildcats find themselves in the state title game for the first time in 8 years. Now, as previously mentioned, expecting to light up the scoreboard when they face Greenwood tomorrow at noon. Cats are averaging 47 per contest. After a 10-2 year, the Stephen Jones-led group is seeing the entire community come together for this game.
When I walked in the door 3 years ago, I could tell that it was a special place. And it's the same things that I said about Greenwood. It's the culture, it's the fan base, it's the community, it's a football town. Greenwood, El Dorado, it's like 2 Texas high schools, I mean, as far as high school football goes. So what a matchup for a state championship game.
And kickoff that game Saturday at noon at Little Rock War Memorial Stadium. Homie, you're a Razorback fan now, aren't you?
Been a Razorback fan.
You've been a Razorback fan. He's his Hogs. And you're at your home stadium, one of the home stadiums, War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock. El Dorado taking on Greenwood in the Class 6A championship game. Oh, that was actually a pretty interesting case. I talked to Stephen Jones earlier this week. He'd been there for 3 years. He won at Junction City a couple years ago. You know, a lot of people question, can he make the move to a Class 6A? Junction City in Arkansas for Class 2A. You know, El Dorado Class 6A. A lot of people wonder, can Stephen Jones, make that transition to Class 6A after learning the first 2 years? In year 3, Stephen Jones has done wonders. 11-1. I mean, they're averaging 47 points per game. That's one team. I kind of wish some schools in Louisiana play these Arkansas schools, like El Dorado or Crosset or some of these powerhouses in Arkansas. But either way, very excited for El Dorado. All the teams that had a deep run in the postseason. Strong Huddick won the 8-man championship last Friday, so congrats to those guys. A lot of exciting, thrilling football taking place throughout Northeast Louisiana and Southeast Arkansas. We're going to talk more football straight ahead. You're watching Football Friday Night right here at NBC 10.
NBC 10 Fox Day Night. Sponsored by Randall's Fine Meats, Kubota of Monroe, and Washita Valley Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to Football Friday Night right here at NBC 10, the semifinal edition of Football Friday Night. What does that mean? It means next week you have teams from our area playing for a championship game in the Superdome. And as the case earlier this week, as you did a case in here, OCS football, of course, to me in a private school and being in the select side of things, they were scheduled to play football at Cajun Field in Lafayette for the championship game. But you know what? The LHSAA said, you know what? Screw that. Y'all can play the Superdome on Friday, December 10th.
Down in the bayou.
See, Dominique, she's from Miami, Florida.
Princess and the Frog taught me a lot, okay?
She just forgot what a bayou was.
No, I've known a long time.
You know what bayous in Miami?
Huh?
You know what bayous in Miami?
No, we have lakes, canals, swamps,
a place.
oceans.
Ocean.
The beach. Who'll take me there?
Logansport is a pretty nice beach, by the way. Also, Logansport, Louisiana. Some of the best beaches in the state, actually. That's where Oak Grove is playing. Logansport, as a matter of fact, seeking a little revenge as a battle of tigers going at it over in northwest Louisiana. Of course, this is starting things off first. Final seconds of the first half. Cam Boykins looking for a man. Instead, falls in the hands of Caleb Crocker. And right about here, it looks like he'll take it all the way for 6. This is, we'll go all the way deep in the end. Oh, this is it right here, actually. This is the play we're talking about. This would be the Caleb Crocker's interception right here for Oak Grove. And now he'll take it all the way, perhaps back to East Carroll Parish. Maybe he's still running right now. It's 7-0 Oak Grove at halftime. 8-7 Logansport now. Jackson Bradley, the handoff to Corey Freeman. And knocked out. Emilius Hill picks it up and scoop and score. Tigers lead. Logansport leads 14-7. Oak Grove fights back. Bradley keeps it, gets past a few defenders, but taken down a few yards short of the touchdown. But Oak Grove finishes the job and punches it to the 14. And we're still tied up, and Boykins would hit Javian Claybrook. It goes to the house for the TD. Either way, Logansport gets the win, 22-14. Oak Grove, they lose this evening. Tough win for a 2-time defending champs.
All righty, this right here this is one of the oldest rivalries. Homer, one of the oldest rivals in the state of Louisiana for high school football. This one early in the game is Haynesville bursting up the middle, but it's a fumble. They will actually recover. Ball actually go out of bounds at that point. Well, it looks like Homer actually recovered before it went out of bounds. It was actually a real close call. Homer with the ball, quarterback, snapper on display, looking to give it to his running back. Running back is going to get his jersey pulled, but he's pulling people with him. Get inside the 5-yard line on that play. Homer. This time again with the ball. Quarterback's going to hike the ball, give it to his running back. No, I'm going to take it myself with a little juke move himself. He's going to hop his way into the end zone. Pelicans up early in this game. 7-0 at that point was a mixed extra point. The score was actually 13-0 at that point. Sorry about that. Homer, Pelicans were actually up. Homer looking to get into that championship run. Haynesville again with the ball. Give it to the running back, and the running back is going to be down in the backfield for a loss of 4 yards on that play. Homer defense actually came with it this game. Haynesville wouldn't be able to do anything on that possession. Homer with the ball. This time quarterback is going to give it to his receiver, catching the ball, sitting on the defendant like we started our competitors. Homer will actually go and win this ball game 40-0 over Haynesville.
I think they had the highest score out of all the games today.
They did. As a matter of fact, all the scores that Casey missed the first time around, here they are again. You're watching FFN and NBC 10. We'll see you after the break.
Football Friday Night, sponsored by Randall's Fine Meats, Kubota of Monroe, and Washita Valley Federal Credit Union.
All right, welcome back. Football Friday Night right here on NBC 10. So we have the stage is set for the Superdome next week. You have Union Parish, you have Sterling, those two linking up in Class 3A. You have Oak Grove, unfortunately, lost to Logansport. You have Jonesboro Hodge lost to a meet, and you have Homer, who defeated Haynesville. And that's funny.
That's unimproved this year.
You know, Homer, last few years under Richard Casey's leadership, the former Louisiana Tech wide receiver, he's done a really good job the last few years at Homer, just really putting that team really going in the right direction. And a couple years ago, you would have thought Haynesville would
that turning point.
That shift, that gradual shift in Class 1 is interesting. And I remember last year, a couple years ago, when Oak Grove played Homer, I think it was in the second round. You really saw then that Homer really had something building, and they are going to the Superdome to play for a championship. Homer, it's hard to believe it, even thinking about Homer, but either way, it'll be fun. Thanks for all the help all season long. Photographers, Dominique, Jesse, Michaela, Sydney Lane doing a great job. Dalvin, Cody, Jonathan, all our shooters, Brandon, Jordan Green. Thank you when you see them in the community. They're busting their butts each and every week to get you high school football highlights. So thank you guys for your help this year. We had a lot of fun.
But it ain't over with just yet.
I mean, as far as Football Friday Night goes,
yeah, Football Friday Night, they can see us next week.
They will see us next. We'll see y'all next week. Yeah.
Down in the bayou.
What's the bayou?
Gonna get, is it a lake?
Either way,
I'm not from here, so I get a pass.
Either way, thanks for everyone who joined us this year. We salute you with a music video of all the highlights, all the exciting highlights that took place this evening. We leave you with that. You're watching Football Friday Night right here on NBC 10.
extra point is good. 7. Pass is incomplete.